Welcome, collective. This is going to be your July 2025 forecast, in which we're going to ask Spirit, what are the energies, what's in store for you this coming month of July 2025. And before we get started, happy birthday to all Cancerians. And then moving towards the latter part of July, that's going to be Leo season. So happy birthday to both Leos as well as Cancerians. All right, let's begin now. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective. What's in store for the collective, or what are the energies this coming month of July 2025? All right, you have your 10 of Wands in reverse. Wow, 2 10s. You might be seeing the number 10 a lot, which talks about endings or completion. You got the 9 of Cups in reverse, okay? You have the Knight of Wands. You have the 2 of Cups. And then you got the 5 of Wands in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you have the Judgment card, and it says self-reflection. Interesting. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing for some of you. Because again, this is a collective reading or a general reading. Only take what applies. And also, we are still going to be pulling up so many cards here. But for the first set of cards, I'm hearing a very strong message that for some of you, the month of July 2025 is a month in which you would be realizing that it was a blessing in disguise after all, that you didn't actually get something, whatever this is, because you got the 9 of Cups, and 9 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment or your desires. So maybe this is actually going to be applying for some of you in which, for instance, you tried to apply for a job or you're really gunning for something, but unfortunately, you didn't get it. And of course, it would leave you feeling so frustrated or disappointed because you wanted that so bad. However, this month of July 2025, something will happen. You would actually begin to realize that it was a blessing in disguise after all. All right, that was so strong that there's a reason why you actually didn't get that, okay? So at first, you would feel disappointed or really frustrated because this is your wish, this is what you really want. But this month of July 2025, you will begin to realize that it was a good riddance. I'm also hearing that for others of you, this is most probably related to connections as well, or partnerships, because I'm hearing that very strongly. Maybe somebody's watching this collective reading, you really thought that this is the one for you, okay? And maybe it has been quite some time before you could actually really accept the truth and move on from this person. But this month of July 2025, you would be realizing that, you know what, now it makes sense why it didn't work, why we didn't end up together, or why things didn't actually turn out the way that I'm hoping it to be. Because a situation or something will be presented to you in which it will become so crystal clear that you're going to say to yourself, oh, now I'm seeing why, okay? Now I'm seeing why it didn't happen the way that I wanted to be. And it's more of like a good riddance. So that's the theme, or that's the energy I'm getting for some of you. You would be realizing that it was really, in fact, a good riddance or a blessing in disguise, okay? And then for others of you, I'm seeing here that for the month of July 2025, some of you are really going to be contemplating whether should you actually release something, okay? Or maybe make some adjustments of anything that's maybe weighing heavily on your back, whatever this is, okay? The stress or unnecessary worries, let's just say, or additional responsibilities that you shouldn't be carrying. I'm even hearing that somebody's watching this collective reading, maybe because you're such a caring, compassionate person that you do have the tendency to carry other people's problems, which you shouldn't really do. I'm really hearing that, especially with this 10 of Wands in reverse. So you're creating balance. That's more of like what I'm hearing from Spirit. I feel that this month of July 2025, you will begin to realize that, you know what, I need to choose my battles wisely. I'm also hearing that. Or I need to create balance, that I shouldn't take other people's responsibilities or carry other people's problems all the time. That was so strong. And then financially, I'm getting here as well that, yeah, your hard work is going to be paying off. That's also what I'm picking up. You got the 10 of Pentacles. So I'm really seeing here that, yeah, financially speaking, a lot of you who's drawn to this collective reading would be experiencing some growth or stability even in your career or as well as in your business, okay? And I see here as well that some of you are just really too excited to be starting something new. I'm also picking that up, okay? Yeah, I feel that this month you would be feeling renewed as well, all right? Or you would be feeling refreshed because some of you are going to be starting something new. Alrighty, so let's pull up another set of cards. What are the energies, what to look forward to this month of July 2025 for the collective spirit? Alrighty, let's take a look. Oh my gosh. And it's the Cancerian season, right? You got new moon in Cancer. And it says here, the nurturer's reflection. Use this time to reflect on your emotional needs and connect with your intuition, drawing on Cancer's caring and intuitive energy. This is exactly what I was just talking about earlier. How crazy is that? So there's something about creating balance and nurturing yourself this time. I specifically heard from Spirit that a lot of you is drawn to this collective reading. You guys are very selfless people, all right? Very devoted. You're compassionate. You love to care for other people, your family, your friends, all right? Some of you may also have Cancerian in your chart because Cancers are very nurturing, okay? They're very motherly as well. However, like what I actually heard from Spirit, the advice for the collective is to make sure that you create balance, that you shouldn't actually take other people's problems all the time or carry other people's problems. So there is a need for you to create balance and boundaries as well, okay? And it says here specifically, make use of this time to reflect on your emotional needs. What feels good for you as well? Because I see some of you are also going to be weighing things carefully. Whether, is it best for me to stay here? Is it best for me to hold on to this connection, let's just say? Or is it bringing out the worst in me? Okay, that's just an example, okay? But I see you guys really reflecting on something really important. And you're going to be basing off your decision on what feels good for you, what feels right for you, okay? So there you go. Interesting. Let's try to pull up more. What is this? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Now that is beautiful because you got the 10 of Wands in reverse earlier. And 10 of Wands in upright talks about hardship, burdens, heaviness, right? So this is really nice that for some of you, the month of July 2025 is a month in which finally, all right, you are seeing that this really difficult challenge or cycle that you've been going through is coming to an end. So congratulations. And all of your hard work is also going to be paying off too. Let's see, what else? Yeah, you got travel. So for some of you, I actually even heard earlier, yeah, that either you are going to be starting something new, you're leaving something behind. I also heard a specific message that some of you probably applied for a work abroad. I don't know what this for. That was so strong. And if you're resonating with that, maybe it's just for one person out there. But I'm getting here that for the month of July 2025, either you would be finally getting the green signal, whether you're asking for a sign or you're expecting or hoping for this news, all right, or this call or email. So I'm seeing that as well for others of you. I'm also picking up change of residence for some of you with this travel card, okay? Not necessarily traveling to a different country or what, but some of you are just really going to be changing houses or residences. I'm really seeing that. Or you're ready to start something new, just like what I said. You're closing old doors and you're embarking on a new journey as well. Okay, let's try to pull up more. Okay, you got the star card, Aquarius. Some of you may have Aquarius in your chart somewhere as well. That can be, an additional confirmation, but doesn't have to be. Earlier, it was Capricorn and Cancer. Yeah, this is so beautiful. I love this. I really love this. Let's get one more. And you got 6 of emotion. All right. So for some of you, this month of July 2025, my gosh, you're going to be the star. This is the star card. All eyes are on you. Or I'm hearing from Spirit that you will be either recognized because you got this recognition reward for the hard work that you have done. Okay. So whether it's you getting an award at work, all right, or you will be recognized by your superior. There's also a possible offer of promotion, let's just say. But definitely you will be the star this coming month of July 2025. And that's because of how you have been working so hard, or how have you been, pulling up a lot of efforts in your career. So yeah, I'm really getting that very strongly. So this is a great time for you to shine as well this month of July 2025. Bring yourself out there, release yourself from any limiting beliefs. Because I tell you, this month of July 2025, something big as well is happening for some of you, in which all of those efforts that you've been, putting into your work will be recognized. All right. So this is beautiful. I'm also hearing from Spirit, based on these 3 cards now, that some of you are finally going to be breaking free. Because look at this guy. The chains were broken. Well, yeah, because you got the end of a tough cycle approaches. So one, whatever difficulty or setbacks that you've been experiencing recently, you're finally going to be breaking free from that. This, tough cycle is finally, coming to an end, whether it's a karmic cycle, some negative patterns, all right? I'm also seeing that for some of you. Others of you, you're also releasing yourself from something that is not allowing you to grow. I'm really getting that. It can be partnerships, it can be associations, it can be a job situation, or even, connections that are not really good for you. Some of you, you are releasing yourself from the past as well. Okay. I'm getting that because you're ready to start something new. You're ready to leave the past behind. Look at that luggage over there. All right. So for some of you, this is related to your past, whether it's an old job, old relationships, all right, that is not working anymore for you. Because remember, that's also the message at the very start of the reading, that you will be weighing things carefully as well. So let's read the 6 of emotion card. It says here, memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children could be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. So for some of you, especially with this heal card over here, maybe this month of July 2025 is also a great time for you to be reconnecting with your inner child, all right? Allowing your inner child to play, as well as healing it, most especially if it's affecting your present moment, whether it's around your relationships or your connections. Maybe there's a need for some of you to heal your inner child wounds. I'm also getting that. For others of you, I'm picking up that with the Six of Cups, it's a reminder from Spirit that if you're just really going to be replaying events from the past, that would put you in a really distressed or really not so good state, then it's about time for you to let go of that. All right. Because you really deserve happiness and joy, or it's creating a blockage for you from being open to receive joy or happiness in your life. There's also a possibility that somebody might actually also come back, because Six of Cups can also talk about reconciliation, but this is not for all of you. Maybe this person really wanted something serious this time. I'm also getting that. And this person really wanted to heal the differences or to heal the partnership. And again, this is not for all of you. Okay? Let's try to pull it more. Focus. Okay. For enlightenment, stay in the moment, avoid distraction, meditate, bring unresolved issues into view. Interesting, because this is also part of what we have discussed earlier. So I'm getting here that for the month of July 2025, you're being asked to ground your energies, all right? Take good care of your emotions or nurture your own emotional needs, okay? If you need to meditate, break free from the crowd, do that, okay, to help you stay centered or balanced and focused as well. I'm also getting here as well that since you got the star card, if you're resonating with, you had some sort of like a misunderstanding with someone, okay, I see here that you and this person are really going to be, either talking over it, all right, or having a healthy discussion around it to heal the situation, okay? There's something about clearing the air of confusion or clearing any sort of misunderstanding. I'm really getting that very, very strongly, especially got the Five of Wands earlier and it came out in reverse. Okay. So yeah, I see here that there is a possibility that you and this person would finally be able to, talk things out and bring any unresolved issues into view. All right, let's try to pull it more. Yeah, oh my gosh. You got the broken heart in reverse. So a lot of healing. Yeah, healing is really taking place for the collective. And if you notice, there's something about emotions. Because again, we are about to enter, or we're entering the Cancerian season. And Cancerians are water signs, just like myself. I am a Scorpio. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancers. And Cancerians are very emotional. They're very sensitive. Okay. So if you notice with all the cards that we're pulling up, there's really something about emotions or feelings. Even this card, it says here, Six of Emotion, right? Some of you maybe, going back to this real quick, maybe a memory from the past would suddenly hunt you back, all right? Or there's something that you will be suddenly remembering, which is related to your past. That's another possibility, by the way. But I'm getting here that for a lot of you, this month of July 2025, this is a month for you to release old wounds, heal the past, okay? Release it, put an end to this, or close old doors, okay? Especially if it's not going to help you to feel good about yourself. Because again, the main advice from Spirit is for you to nurture your own emotional needs. So if it's not bringing happiness and joy into your life, why allow it to stay there, all right? So healing is the greatest advice as well, or somewhat this is the theme for some of you. I'm getting that. Healing unresolved issues or any other misunderstandings. That's also the message that we were able to see with some of the cards that we pulled up, right? And others of you healing inner child wounds. And then earlier, what I actually heard from Spirit, just like what I said, is that some of you will have this aha moment that, oh my gosh, now I know why this person from the past, because you got the Six of Cups, why this person from the past didn't end up with me, or we didn't end up together. All right. Because again, there's something that you'll be seeing with this pair of eyes, that it was more of like a good riddance, or it's a blessing in disguise. I really got that very strongly. Okay. So this is going to be helping you to kind of like really release that. Okay. Release any resentment or anger or frustration. So let's pull up more. What else, Spirit? Are you freaking kidding me? You saw me shuffle. You just got the broken heart in reverse. Now you got the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. And this is the heart chakra. So I noticed there's really something about emotions or feelings for some of you. In terms of healing, okay, maybe that's also either the advice, all right, for you to heal any blockages maybe around your heart chakra. Especially if you're resonating more with you've been hurt in the past, or you're still dealing with some heartbreak or loss or sadness, then yeah, this month of July 2025, continue. If you're already doing that, it's an important time for you to be cleansing those negative emotions or feelings that's blocking you from experiencing joy and happiness into your life. So I'm really seeing a lot of healing taking place for the collective. And again, like what Spirit said earlier, this is a month as well for you to pay attention to your emotional needs. What does your heart want? What makes you happy? What gives you joy, right? This is what you should be looking into. All right, let's try to pull it more. And when it comes to a specific decision, maybe, if you're kind of like wondering, what should I go for? Should I pursue this? Follow your heart. That's also what I'm getting. Yeah, I got illumination. So something will be illuminated. Okay. Something will come into light for a lot of you, for maybe a situation that was unclear, or something that wasn't really, yeah, kind of like, yeah, not clear for you. Because again, you have bring unresolved issues into view. So I'm going to be using that as an example. So maybe you and this person had some sort of like a disagreement or misunderstanding. Both of you were confused. I feel that both you and this person are really going to be talking things, together, or talking things out. And yeah, bringing, like what it says on the focus card, bringing those, unresolved issues into view and finding a solution, or even compromising, okay, or working on it. But I'm getting here that something will be revealed as well. And that's what I just said earlier, that some of you would be seeing that, oh my gosh, it wasn't, really bad after all. I was so heartbroken. I was so disappointed. But now I'm seeing why things actually didn't go well between the both of us, or why this person didn't end up with me, or why I didn't get that job, let's just say. Because again, I really heard that very, very strongly from Spirit. There's something about blessing in disguise. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh my gosh, another card around cleansing and healing, because you got the purification card over here. I noticed, collective, that this is really a month in which you would be cleansing away all those negative thoughts, emotions, patterns, anything that's not bringing you joy into your life anymore. That's the main theme for you guys. And if there was, again, some conflict with a particular person, I still see here that for some of you, you guys are really going to be finding a way to resolve that conflict, all right, or to heal those misunderstandings. Wow, I love this. Very, very straightforward from Spirit. A lot of cards that are suggesting to all of us here that cleansing and healing is taking place for the month of July 2025. Okay, so let's pull up 3 cards for you from this deck. You may also want to call upon Archangel Raphael, since you got the Archangel Raphael card for chakra. Archangel Raphael, as you may know, of course, it's the archangel of healing, okay? So healing, even children and pets, because he also got the Six of Cups. So yeah. Yeah, you got convertible. You have the well. Again, emotions. Oh my gosh, wow. And then you got checkered flag. Okay, so let's start off with a convertible. Some of you will be realizing, okay, because something will be eliminated, right? Some of you either would be realizing or seeing that, you know what, there are other options out there, okay? For instance, this is just an example. Some of you would be realizing that, why am I holding on to this when it's not making me happy at all? I don't feel good about it, all right? It's not good for my emotional health. So some of you are really going to be realizing that, you know what, it's about time to let it go. That's part of your healing. And you will be realizing that you do have the power to walk away because you have free will. You have the power to walk away from anything that doesn't suit well with you anymore. It doesn't feel right anymore. Because remember, for the month of July 2025, you have to pay attention to your emotional needs. What feels good for you? What makes you happy? Especially if you are faced with a major decision, all right? Something that you have been contemplating about. But I see here that there's going to be some changes happening for a lot of you. Whether you are going to be choosing a different route. That's more like what I'm hearing when I saw this image on the convertible card. Because some of you are going to be realizing, you know what, there are other possibilities or options out there. I am not limited. So again, that's part of it. That this is what you are going to be realizing. That I don't need to limit myself. If it didn't work for this, you know, for instance, this connection, well, there are other options out there, all right? Why limit myself to just one person? I'm getting that for some of you, okay? And yeah, I'm getting here too that with the well, either somebody, okay, somebody is actually going to be opening up to you as well, because I heard that, especially for those who are resonating with you and this person had some sort of like a misunderstanding. Things were not really clear for the both of you, all right? So yeah, I feel that some of you are really going to be opening up and discussing about those issues. I'm really getting that. And then some of you are being asked to go within, all right? Because you got the well. There's something about, yeah, going deep down on your, you know, true feelings, okay? So whether it's around making a decision, what is it that you really want? What is it that makes you feel happy and supported and all that? So yeah, there's something about looking deeper into something too with this well card. And also, I'm getting here as well that with this checkered flag, I see here that, yeah, you're finally going to be either putting an end to something, because I keep on hearing that, like you're almost near the goal. Either you are thinking of putting an end to something because you also got the end of a tough cycle approaches, or you're finally going to be achieving something that you have been working hard on, and finally it's here. You're able to grab it, you're able to achieve it, something that, yeah, you've been hoping to get, something that you've been gunning for, all right? So I see here a lot of, you know, cards around achievement for the month of July 2025 as well. Because remember earlier, you got recognition and reward. So pay attention to that. For some of you, you will come out as a winner this month of July 2025, and you will be recognized for that because you got the recognition reward and then you got the star card. Okay. So yeah, if you've been working hard on something, keep doing it, because I tell you, you would end up as the winner. All right. Yeah. Or there's going to be a final outcome if you've been waiting for something, because also that's the message that I picked up earlier. You're finally going to be getting this, result or the outcome of something, something that you have been really waiting for as well. And for a lot of you, this would leave you feeling so good, feeling so relieved as well. And again, strong Gemini, Cancer, and Leo here in terms of signs earlier. Aquarius, Capricorn too. All right. Let's try to pull up more. Yeah. I was just talking about choosing a different direction. Now you got the direction card. All right. So yeah, there's going to be a different route for some of you, and that's part of the change. Either you would be doing things differently this time, or you are going to be, choosing a totally different path, a totally different route. And it's based on what makes you happy now. All right. That's going to be the basis of your decision. It's something that feels good, like what I said. Something that feels good for you, something that feels right for you, something that's fulfilling for you, also on an emotional level. Okay? Some of you are being called to, either do something new. I'm also getting that. Some of you would be realizing that this is the path that I should put my focus on as well. All right? So, yeah. And again, like what I said, something will be illuminated, whether it's related to this new path or this true calling for you. Like, oh my gosh, I finally know my true calling. This is what I should be pursuing. I'm also getting that for some of you as well. Okay, let's pull up more. Sweetheart, okay. Aw, wow, you got the fish. Very beautiful. I said that earlier that for the month of July 2025, for a lot of you drawn to this collective reading, wow, since you got the Ten of Pentacles at the very start of the reading, yeah, financial abundance. And you got it again with this fish card. So there's growth. A lot of you guys are really going to be experiencing financial gain or wealth, especially around your business if you have a business. For some of you, it's a great time for you to start an online business, especially if you're thinking of doing that. I'm really getting that very strongly for some of you, okay? But if you already have your own business, I'm definitely seeing here based on this fish card that there is financial abundance or financial gain. So congratulations. And then you got the sweetheart card. So some of you, if I'm going to be basing it off on the image, there's a couple, right? And she's pregnant. So yeah, for some of you, either for the month of July 2025, you'll be receiving news that someone is pregnant, whether this is you or somebody dear to you, all right? Also getting that somebody would be getting some results. Because again, there's something about waiting for a result, whether it's the health of the baby, I'm also getting that. Or, yeah, I'm also hearing the gender, whether it's a boy or a girl. Yeah, because that's what I said earlier around waiting for a result. Like you're expecting it from someone to deliver that for you, okay? And then I'm also hearing from Spirit with all these three cards, some of you are being led towards a specific person, okay? You would know if this is really the person for you, because what Spirit is actually saying that some of you, you already know who this is. And whenever you are around this person, you and this person are like allies, is what Spirit is saying. There's growth in this partnership or in this connection. Not to say everything is just always perfect, but at least when you're around this person, okay, there's growth. It makes you feel so good. It's like this person is leading you towards the right path even. Whoever this is a great influence for you. Somebody needed to hear that, okay? So I'm getting that for those who are kind of like trying to weigh their options in terms of, should I go for this person or not? Spirit is actually saying, again, pay attention to your emotional needs, what feels good for you, what feels right. And at the same time, this is just a clue that whenever you are around this person, there's growth instead of the other way around. You don't feel depleted. You and this person are always helping each other. There's togetherness, okay? So this is really nice. I don't know what's that for, but I really heard that. Like maybe you're getting some signs from spirit or your guides that they're leading you towards this specific person. Now, if you're single, there is a possibility that you're being led towards a different connection. Because I'm seeing here that with the images of heartbreak and all that, you're releasing the past, okay? You're letting go of unhealthy connections that didn't work out well for you. And like what I said, some of you are really going to be realizing that, you know what, it's a good riddance. But yeah, I'm seeing here that you are being led towards a different direction because you are realizing that you have many options out there as well. So only take what applies because I'm hearing so many messages based on these 3 cards. Let's pull up more. What are the energies or what to look forward to? Ooh, what is that? This month of July 2025. Surrender. I can release my need to control. Okay. Well, yeah, because part of the message from the focus card, it talks about being in the present moment. Okay. It says here, for enlightenment, stay in the moment. Exactly. So when you stay in the moment, you don't need to control the situation all the time. So for some of you, that could be the advice as well for the collective. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's pull up more cards here. Yeah, there's something about being nurturing to yourself, being compassionate, not only to others, but towards yourself mostly. Okay? Because I'm really hearing from Spirit that a lot of the people are drawn to this collective reading. You guys are so loving people, selfless. I won't be surprised if some of you are empaths, okay? Sensitive souls. But your guides, the angels, are saying, make sure that you also nurture yourself, all right? That was so strong, especially when I saw this tender embrace card. So yeah, let's pull up more. Yeah, and then he got peace. So with these 2 cards, I'm really, really strongly picking up that, yeah, there's going to be a healing of a relationship that would be taking place this month of July 2025. All right. So peaceful resolution or healing any conflict between you and another person, whether this is your current partner or what. So that is beautiful. No wonder you got a lot of cards around healing and purification or cleansing. But for others of you, based on these 3 cards, the message as well from Spirit is for you to lovingly surrender anything that is beyond your control. And for you to embrace this acceptance, to accept whatever it is that is no longer within your control and just surrender it to the universe. By doing so, it will bring you peace of mind. Okay? Because remember, when you're always trying to find answers or you're being too anxious about something, right? And then you have the tendency to overthink a situation so much, it doesn't bring you peace. It even adds more problems for you. It stresses you out even more or frustrates you, right? So the advice for the collective is for you to embrace or to accept what is no longer within your control and just lovingly surrender it. And this will bring you peace of mind. Okay? This is so nice. I love this. But I'm really seeing here that there is a strong message around healing conflicts, all right? Forgiveness. I'm really getting that very strongly. And you and this person will have a new beginning too. All right, let's try to pull up more. Yeah, you got rescue. Yeah, and then you got sovereignty. What the freak? You know what? I strongly heard based on these two cards that you're stepping into your power. You're not really going to be looking for others to help or rescue you. Not to say you're not open to receive help. That's a different thing. But part of the realization as well for a lot of you this month of July 2025 is that, you know what? I can do this as well on my own. All right. Because I am in control of my life. You're not like waiting for somebody else to do it for you or to rescue you or to help you because you're realizing your power here with a sovereignty card. You're taking charge of a situation, okay, based on your own preference or your needs or what feels good for you. You're the captain of your own ship now, okay? And I'm also seeing here that part of you reclaiming your power or realizing your true power is that you'll be looking at your current situation or even the past from a higher perspective too. Because I'm drawn to this hot air balloon where there's a person looking at the telescope. So I feel that your viewpoint about something is going to be a lot more broad or it will be widened for some reason. Okay. And part of what some of you are going to be realizing is that, you know what, I shouldn't limit myself. There's so many possibilities out there, all right? Instead of allowing yourself to be stuck there. That's what I'm hearing as well, just by looking at this rescue card. You're not trapped or stuck. So let's move on to the next set of cards. And this time I wanted to pull up, let's see, the Tea Leaf Fortune cards. What are the energies or what to look forward to for the collective this month of July 2025? Yeah, see, you got discord among friends or family. That's why I'm getting something about misunderstanding or disagreements, right? Yeah. And then you got the man. So this may involve a man as well. Okay. And it caused a lot of fear. Exactly. I was just talking about that earlier. Fear, worries, or some tense situations. Whether this is already happening for some of you, okay, because that's what I'm getting. But I'm really seeing that the situation's being healed, all right? Or there's going to be a peaceful resolution, whether it's between you and your friend or your family, because you got discord among friends or family, okay? Or, yeah, the tense situations will be healed as well. Because you got a message around feeling relieved. So if you have been experiencing some worries about something, or you're actually kind of like, yeah, wrapped up in fear, you will be overcoming that. Either it's because you would be seeing something clearly, or you would be receiving some sort of like a news from someone or whatever it is that would relieve your worries. Yeah, look at that. You got the mountain road. You are on the road to success. Crazy because you got the star card and the recognition and reward. So for those who are patiently working hard on something, Spirit is actually saying, keep doing it, okay? You're on the right path towards success. Because for July 2025, I won't be surprised if some of you would be recognized at your work, okay? Will be getting some sort of like an award even, or your superiors or your boss might actually compliment you for a really great job that you just did, or a promotion even. I'm also getting that. So yeah. Yeah, see, problems to be resolved. Exactly. There you go. So this is really a month for a lot of you in which either you are going to be seeking for some solutions, or there's going to be a really great solution to the problem that you've been experiencing, recently. All right. You're working on it. But now getting why is it that some of you are really worried or you're kind of like stressed out. But like what I said earlier, something will be illuminated. Okay, something will be illuminated. For some of you, you are being asked to really weigh things carefully and follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's the advice. What feels good for you? Because that's what I kept on hearing from Spirit. That your intuition or what feels good for you is going to be the key towards making this decision. If it doesn't feel good, then yeah, then don't, right? Or if it feels good for you, then maybe, yeah, you should go for this, whatever this is. And then you got the lightning card, control your anger or you will be sorry. So yeah, especially there are some energies around misunderstanding or conflict here. So this could be the advice as well for some of you, to be mindful of your emotions, because maybe there's a tendency for you to either become overly emotional this month of July 2025. And again, like what I said, July is a Cancerian month as well, right? And like any other water signs, Cancerians are also very emotional and sensitive. So pay attention to that. For some of you, pay attention to your anger as well, okay? Control it, because you might be sorry. Whether it's you saying something, all right, that could hurt someone and you can't, take it back anymore. So that could be the advice. Or for some of you, this has already happened, in which somebody may have said something that caused some tension or disagreement, all right? And if this already happened, then what I'm hearing from Spirit is that there's peaceful resolution. So there's something about clearing the air and confusion or misunderstanding as well. Let's pull up another fortune card. What else, Spirit? Wisdom. Let's go to page 9. So it says here, learning new skills, an awakening I cannot make this up. You saw me shuffle, right? What does it say? An awakening taking place. My gosh, I love the synchronicity for your reading, collective. Because again, your overall energy, if you still remember at the very start of this reading, it's the Judgment card. And Judgment is talking about awakening, self-realization, an aha moment. So wow, that is so beautiful. I love the synchronicity. Let me read this now. So again, it says learning new skills, an awakening taking place, soulmate connections. Most of your life, you have been searching for your life purpose. This card suggests that you're now very close to finding your purpose and meeting lots of soulmates or like-minded people along the way. Now that is crazy. Hold up, you guys. Let me just go back to one of your cards, because this is not a coincidence. Part of the keyword here from this direction card has something to do with life purpose, right? Your life path or your true calling. Now that is interesting. And you would know this is you. If you're trying to search for your life purpose, like what is my true calling and all that, well, this is your confirmation again from Spirit that, yeah, you're now very close to finding your purpose. Okay, that's why I got this wisdom card. And then another message, it says here, a person in authority will offer you sound advice, which you should take extremely seriously as well. Transformation is taking place all around you. The suffering of others touches your soul more than any other time in your life, and you may want to help others in any way you can. You will be on a mission of healing others through communication, kind words, or charity work. Now, that is why there's a lot of healing cards as well. If you're not resonating with, you're going through some difficulties and all that, maybe there's actually somebody around you, and that could be your life purpose as well, okay? Like what I said, I feel that a lot of the people who was drawn to this collective reading are empaths or light workers. So kudos to all of my empaths out there, or the light workers who are watching this reading, okay? So yeah, I feel that this is what you're going to be doing as well this month of July 2025. You will be an instrument of help towards others. And then if it's all about career or finances, it says here, this is an incredible gift from the heavens. Enormous expansion in any work or field and helping people is guaranteed. You will benefit from learning new skills, deepening your religious or spiritual values, and a career change is also likely. You may find you have a way with words and may write a book which will help others. Again, if you notice there's something about helping, right? Yeah, because there's something about charity work, volunteer work as well. Now, let's put our focus on the relationship section. It says here, let go of superficial relationships as you look for more soul connections and depth in all relationships. Being involved in the community will see you meet some wonderful people and create deeper and more meaningful relationships. You will be drawn to like-minded people. Singles can find their life partner. Existing relationships may suffer due to neglect as you're no longer the same person. Spending time alone is very important. Areas with fresh air, open spaces, lots of greenery, or the seaside would be great places for solitude and reflection. Animals will bring great joy in your life. A new pet is likely as well for others of you. So yeah, like what I said, some of you, because you got the broken heart in reverse, there's a lot of healing cards. Some of you are finally going to be letting go of superficial connections or relationships because you wanted more meaningful or deeper ones, right? So yeah, because some of you would be realizing that, you know what? Why should I stay in this type of connection when it doesn't help me to grow? It doesn't feel good for me anymore, all right? So I see, like what I said at the very start, I see some of you really weighing things carefully, the pros and cons, all right? What will feel good for you. And that's why the main advice for the collective is for you to follow your heart and to pay attention to your emotional needs, okay? Especially around decision making too. So let's pull up, let's start off first with messages, okay? Yeah, I feel that, oh, okay, hold up. I almost forgot the blessings card. I usually pull this up. So let me actually clear the table first. Let me do that first. And then we'll try to pull up some blessings card for you for the month of July 2025. Let's see here. We'll pull up probably at least 6. Okay, first 3. You will become more authentic to yourself and others. That is still a blessing, okay? Because you are now realizing, okay, that this is what feels good for me, what feels right for me. I'm not putting, on a mask anymore, all right? I'm basing off my decisions or my actions are based on authenticity or what feels good for me. So, yeah. You will be learning something new. Now, that is crazy. We just read that guidebook earlier with the wisdom card, right? Learning a new skill, if you still remember that. Now you got it again. This is not a coincidence. What are the chances of getting the exact same message from Spirit? So for some of you, you'll be learning something new. Oh, okay. A child or a new child. Though that is crazy. Let me go back to one of your cards. Hold up, you guys. Now, the synchronicity is just really fantastic here. Remember this? Where there's actually, yeah, a couple. She's expecting a baby because, yeah, she's pregnant. So, okay, interesting. So, a child or a new child for some of you. Okay. Get ready for a life-changing event. Yeah, because there's a lot of cards around transformation and change so far in this reading. So I'm not surprised to see that message. And then the last 2, your stress or worries will be washed away for good. Exactly. Oh my gosh. This is such a creepy reading with all these synchronicities because you got fear, worries, tense situations earlier, right? So if you're resonating with that, this is your blessing. Your stress, worries will be washed away for good. All right, yay. Because again, the end of a tough cycle is approaching for a lot of you. And then job promotion. Again, I won't be surprised. I love the synchronicity of this reading, you guys. So I feel that it's actually just supporting what was pulled up with the cards that you got at the very start, right? Remember the star card, right? And then you also got, where was that card earlier that you got? Something around, yeah, recognition. I think that was the Three of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let me just get that real quick, you guys, because this is not a freaking coincidence to be getting that. Yeah, here we go. Recognition and reward, right? And you'll be the star, okay? You will be elevated. Look at that. You're in the center. You will be in the spotlight. That's really what I'm getting for a lot of you this month of July 2025. And so to see this job promotion, my gosh, that is another powerful confirmation for someone out there who's drawn to this collective reading. So yeah, these are your blessings this month of July 2025. Not all of you are going to be resonating with it, okay? Or not all of it will be resonating as well. Could just be one of these blessings cards. All right, so next thing that we are going to be doing, I'll be pulling up some messages for you from Spirit before we pull up your affirmations and your crystal that you can work with for the month of July as well. Start off with this first message. We'll pull up 3 messages. Message for the collective, Spirit. Okay. You got steady progress. We acknowledge you for the progress you've made in remembering love in your daily activities. We can clearly see the contribution you're making to the world through your thoughts, feelings, and actions of love. See? That's a message for you, collective, all right? That all of your contribution, not only to your close friends, your family, or dear ones, are being recognized, but even your contribution to the humanity. Okay, so that is really beautiful. Keep doing that, because I really feel that a lot of empaths and light workers are drawn to this collective reading. So again, hello to my fellow empaths and light workers. All right, so keep shining your light. You're doing fantastic. Okay, there's steady progress in what you're working on as well. Okay, let's get another message. Let's use this spirit animal deck. Any other message for the collective? You have the Bobcat Spirit Mystery. It says the Bobcat teaches you that there is true power and strength in silence and patience. In order to get what you want, you must be willing to plan, adapt, and above all, have the patience to see your dreams manifest. So some of you may resonate with that message from Spirit. And lastly, let's pull this up. And then we'll get some affirmations for you. Oh, wow, you got 2 cards. Start off with this flow card. It says, find an easier path forward, surrender the outcome. Well, you got the surrender card earlier too, right? So yeah, that is crazy. Wow, a lot of synchronicities for this reading, because you got the surrender card and now you got a message again to be in the flow and to surrender the outcome and to release any expectations. Okay, that is a very powerful message. And then you got rebirth, reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, and create a new reality. So for some of you, this is your message from Spirit. Now let's get some affirmation real quick. Let's pull up some affirmation for you guys. All right. Ooh, that was fast. You got relationships. It says here, I tell the truth with grace and love, and my relationships are transformed. So, yeah, it makes sense. Because if you can still remember, part of your blessing card was, let me go back to it again. You will become more authentic to yourself or others. That is a blessing because it's really going to be helping you if you try to embrace your authentic self. Okay. And by doing so, it will also help you to see some positive transformation in your relationships or connections by speaking your truth or by becoming more authentic, not only to others, but also towards yourself. So somebody needed to hear that message. And if you're resonating with that message, then this is your affirmation. Okay? I tell the truth with grace and love, and my relationships are transformed. Somebody is really going to be getting a new pet. Because, yeah, that was the message earlier, too. This is so cute. I really love this dog or this puppy. So cute. Alrighty. So, now let's pull up your crystal cards. Let's actually clear this real quick. And since it's July, I believe the birthstone, it's ruby. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm wearing ruby. I just realized that now. So, yeah, ruby. So, let's pull up your crystal cards, collective. Which crystal is going to be of help for you guys as well this month of July. Not just, working with ruby, since this is the birthstone for July, but maybe other crystals as well. It's hard to shuffle this because of its shape. I feel like pulling up at least 3. Okay, there you go. Start off with this. And it says agate. And agate is for stability, grounding, or truth. Again, the word truth. A stabilizing stone, agate is used to balance the mind, body, and spirit, creating harmony in all areas of your life, much like the patterns on the crystal itself. Grounding and supportive, agate helps to reveal inner truths, cleansing beneath the surface to expose your authentic self. Are you freaking... You saw me shuffle, right? Oh my gosh. Hold up, you guys. Now, this reading is just so creepy. Wow. In a very good way, of course. I mean, come on. You just got that. So this is not a coincidence, you guys. What are the chances of getting a message around embracing your authentic self and speaking your truth? 3 cards. Wow. This one is your affirmation. I tell the truth with grace and love, and my relationships are transformed. And then you got a blessing card earlier that says you will become more authentic to yourself and others. And my gosh, if you're resonating with that, then work with agate too. Because this will help you to embrace authenticity. Okay? As it says here, agate helps reveal inner truths, cleansing beneath the surface, expose your authentic self. A wonderful stone to heal resentment. Agate frees you from the self-imprisonment of your inner anger, replacing it with safety and security. Agate takes its time, vibrating at a slow and steady pace, and encourages you to take as much time as you need for the matter at hand. Wow. So for some of you, work with agate. My gosh, that is not a coincidence. You saw me shuffle as always. Next. Wow, this is a very beautiful crystal as well. Tanzanite. Especially if you're a Sag. Yeah. It says here, transmutation, illumination, and psychic. Connecting you to the spiritual realms and beyond, Tanzanite assists in living with more awareness and bringing spirituality into your day-to-day. It helps navigate your journey between altered states of consciousness, from deep meditation to accessing psychic powers. metaphysical abilities are enhanced with the stone, creating a direct line of communication between you and your spiritual team. Tanzanite unveils your true path, transmuting the old into the new and acknowledging that the road is ever winding, your journey in constant flow. Trust your path. Yeah, beautiful. I love Tanzanite. Last but not the least, you got the snakeskin agate. Wow, agate again. All right. It says strength, privacy, and self-love. Yeah, especially for those who are heartbroken, really, because we've seen that in your cards, right? And you're healing the past, you're cleansing yourself from all those heavy energies that may have left you feeling drained or depleted, right? Work with the snakeskin agate. So it says here, being comfortable in your own skin takes time. And snakeskin agates help boost self-esteem and self-awareness, so you can just do that. Snakeskin agate gives you the confidence to step outside of your comfort zone and explore new aspects of yourself, all within your discretion. Snakeskin agate can blend in with a crowd, so if you don't want to be seen and wish to carry on with your activities in peace, this is the stone for you. Snakeskin agate is able to facilitate a kundalini rising and encourages full embodiment of self. So yeah, there you go. Those are the 3 crystals that you can work with. All right. And if your birthstone is ruby, yeah, ruby is a really nice crystal too. So yeah, I really enjoyed this reading, collective. My gosh, there's a lot of powerful synchronicities. It really blew me away. So I really do hope and wish that you guys will have a blessed July 2025. Okay. Bye for now, guys. I'll see you next week. Love and light.